I sometimes wander off mentally during prayer and Mass. You too? As I get older, I struggle to concentrate. I'm only 63 years old. I really feel terrible that this is happening. Any advice on this? And this is from Patricia.
Yeah, Patricia, here's my one thought. I have to tell you, I wander off myself. Now, I have the good fortune of being a priest where I'm celebrating the Mass, which obviously focuses me much more on things. But believe me, during prayer, I have had my many bouts of distraction. I mean, I can tell you, every once in a while I'll be saying a rosary, and I will be thinking about something at the office until, of course, I finally come to my senses and I go, so I concentrate on the Hail Marys and on the mystery for, about 3 more Hail Marys worth, and then all of a sudden I'm drifting again. So there's not if somebody's telling you that they have a purely intentional form of prayer and they're not St. Teresa of Avila or something, I'd say you're welcome to the human race. I mean, we are distracted by prayer. We have to try and do what we can to keep ourselves focused. But, drifting in prayer, comes from many things. It can come from, you have a bad day and there's a memory that's just seared into you, right? And that memory keeps popping up. It's really hard to repress it. Trust me on this. You're not going to just go, okay, I'm going to give up that memory of that rat that did this to me. And you're right back into the memory again. And of course, again, tiredness. When you're stressed or you're tired, oh my gosh, you have no governor over your imagination. So the imagination is just boom, 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 right? I mean, it's just popping out all kinds of things, And then also, there are just days, when God can rivet you to Himself in consolation. I mean, I have really good consoling days of prayer where I'm on the marker. But I don't attribute it to myself. I know who's giving me the grace to have the good day in prayer. As St. Ignatius said, if you're having a really good day in prayer, you're focused, you're in love with the Lord, you're in love with the Blessed Virgin Mary, everything is coming out perfectly, you're in consolation. You're getting a gift of God. Right. And there's sometimes when we are kind of in the desert, or in desolation. And when we're in the desert or in desolation, then the distractions are going to come. So just think about, okay, a memory of the day that might be a little hard. Think of stress and tiredness that comes. Think of being in the desert a little bit. And we have these cycles in our lives where God is using consolation and desolation to call us in various places. And all those things lead to distractions. The main thing is don't get overly worried about it. Don't be thinking that because you're distracted that suddenly your prayers don't mean anything, or that you're being disrespectful to God, or God doesn't love you or is not present to you. The main thing to think of is, okay, Lord, I always just tell God what's going on. Look at that distraction. I'm thinking about how boilers work today. One of my favorite distractions when I was in the novitiate. And of course, I just show it to God. I just say, look at this distraction. I'm thinking of that same incident at the office today, or whatever it might be. And then after I show it to Him, I try to just refocus myself. Sometimes I just laugh with God at the distraction because it is so ridiculous, particularly when I'm tired and my imagination's working over. I mean, it's popping all kinds of images into my brain, and I just go, oh boy, take a look at this. I'm just laughing with Him. Right. So don't think for a moment that God is going, oh, that Patricia.
Right.
Especially this. Just can't keep focused.
Especially this week, Holy Week. We have the great, we've got the tradition of the stations and our Lord falling 3 times and beginning again. And we have the great St. Jude who, we can pray to when we feel like there's no other hope. So the idea that our Lord wants us to strive, as Mother Teresa said, that's what we're asked to do, not necessarily to succeed.